Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another Starcraft 2 video. Before we begin this, I want to give a big shout out to Mark for the $50 YouTube tip. Appreciate it, man. Latest donation. Really appreciate that, dude. And today we're going to be going over a replay. I actually recorded this live, or I did a recording of this, like the actual gameplay, but the file got corrupted. So, in this match we have a Terran Zerg. Terran Zerg versus 2 Zerg. And we're going to watch this from my perspective just so I can explain things better. So, first and foremost, the one of the opponents, this guy Victor Ann, is a well-known stream cheater slash map hacker. Like when I do my live streams. So the reason that I decided to go for an early pool like this, well, not really an early pool, but like a later pool, was because this Zerg player is known for roaching off of one base, and if I go for like a super early pool, I don't have enough workers to like actually go for roaches myself. And when I scouted the double gas at Terran, I knew there was going to be some kind of a factory play, and I saw that my teammate expended, so I needed to go for roaches myself. But at the same time, I needed to fool my opponents into thinking that I was doing a similar build to the Zerg. And that prompted the Zerg player to go for Ling Bane instead of roaches himself. So as you just saw, he's going for Lings and Banes. And Terran player is going for 1-1-1. But like all of these units are crossing the map. So at this point when you see this, you know, logic would suggest the Terran player is not playing macro, which he obviously isn't after you scout 2 gases, but sometimes people do weird things and they can do that. But I mean, if they're crossing the map like that, 9 times out of 10 it just means that they're playing all-in-ish, and so making units is the right choice here. And of course, this guy is just talking shit the whole time, which is probably the only thing that makes him feel better about the fact that he can't stream cheat. So at this point I know that Terran doesn't have an expansion, and you know, we just took a really good engagement, and I was floating a little bit there, so expanding but still continuing to make units at the same time. Because, you know, I'm constantly looking at my minimap, and I'm checking my teammate's saturation by looking at the minimap. And if you look at the minimap and you look at my teammate's natural, you can see that there's not like a whole lot of movement in his crystals, right? So that tells me that he's just making units. Like if you look at the minimap, you can see that the mineral line in his main, there's a lot more movement, right? But if you just look at the natural, you can see that there's not a lot of movement, which means there isn't a lot of drones there. So to synergize with your teammate, you build units in a scenario like this, which you would want to do anyway. It's the shrines, right? The rush distance between the 2 bases is very short. So from this point forward, it's a 1v2 versus a Terran player who doesn't have a second base, so just clear out all the vision in the middle of the map with Ravagers. Drone up, Listen to this guy shit talk for a while. Defend this drop, listen to him shit talk some more. We'll just get to the last engagement here. So here comes the push. And I knew right here, I knew that it was a good time to engage because I was looking at my minimap and I could see that my teammate was pressuring his mineral line. So his control will be very limited. He either has to defend his money or he has to defend his army, right? And that's it. From this point forward, the Terran player leaves. And then this guy, Victor Ann, just floats all of his teammates' buildings, you know, all over the map or whatever. So I want to thank you guys very much for watching this video, and I will see you with the next one. Peace out. Bitch, I wanna party like Chris Calling.